Hey, yo, what's goody?
How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. For this podcast, I wanted to give you guys 5 words of wisdom for those of you that are left heartbroken. So let's just get right into it. The first one is to accept your pain. Instead of escaping whatever negative emotions you're feeling right now, accept that you feel sad and hurt, right? Learn to embrace the process and let go of it. Don't hold on to it. Let go of it. Because the more you let go of it, the more you will start on the path to understand that these feelings are just temporary, right? Because if you try to numb it or act as if, it's not there, then it compounds and it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And a lot of people, what they start doing is start using substances, right? Start using alcohol, start using drugs, start getting into really bad habits like smoking cigarettes, anything to get your mind off of what you're feeling in the moment. And the most important thing to do is to just accept that this has happened, because this is not the end. You will find someone else and you will be happy again. The second one is to embrace that this wound that you're feeling right now may stay forever. You may experience trauma for the rest of your life because of this relationship, right? The saying that wounds heal with time is partially true. On one hand, the pain gradually decreases over time, but on the other hand, it will stick with you forever in the form of a life experience, right? So just take it as a life lesson. Take it as something that you did to remember what not to do in the future, right? It will be like a scar on your body that no longer hurts, but you see it there and you remember. But it has no effect on you because you've done number one, you've accepted your pain. So now you're moving forward. Number 3, you grow from it, right? You ask yourself questions like, what did I learn from this painful experience? Have I overcome this kind of pain before? What can I do to make this better? What can I do in the moment to understand that this is only temporary, and how can I move forward? How can I learn to accept my pain for what it is and learn from it? And learn from this experience, this life experience. Treat it as a valuable lesson and grow from it. Number 4, know that the progress is never linear, right? No matter what we do in life, progress is never linear. Sometimes you might peak, right? Sometimes you might be really good and happy and but sometimes you might go back low to how you were before. And that's okay. You might feel really happy one day and then the next day you not so much. But just know that these feelings are temporary, and in order to grow, we must accept all parts of ourselves, right? Progress is a path with peaks and valleys, and it is the valleys that make you grow the most, right? The valleys and the streams, those are where the rocks are and all of the hard, foliage that has fallen from the trees, and all of the hard stuff is always when you hit rock bottom. When you're at the top, you have a bird's eye view of everything. So you feel euphoric. You feel great. You're not experiencing the lows because you're high. But when you're low, it's hard for you to experience the high because you're very low. So just when you're in the midst of that high and low, just know that it's part of the process and that progress is never linear. Number 5, please, please, please do not victimize yourself, right? And I only say this because a victim mentality is very detrimental to all aspects of life, and it makes you lose control over yourself, right? Instead, learn to take responsibility for the life you chose to create, the life that you chose and made decisions on. And that's why you're here in this moment where you are, because of what you chose to do in your past. Everything that you have ever done in your life is already accounted for. It just takes you to actually go along with the decisions that were already pre-planned. So for example, if you chose to be with this person that broke your heart, there must have been some red flags in the beginning that you chose to avoid looking at or confronting this person of, because you were blinded by the love that this person was making you feel. This is why we must always find love within ourselves, so that if the person decides to break our heart or leave or do anything that, might hurt us, we'll be fine on our own. We will be fine on our own. Remember, you are an independent human being as well. Just because this person is leaving your life doesn't make you any less human. Just because this person decided to go their separate way or cheat on you or hurt you really bad, let them go. Remember, accept your pain. Know that this wound may stay forever, but you have to grow from it. And when you grow from it, know that the progress is not going to be linear. But don't ever victimize yourself, because you're going to hinder your growth, and you're going to hinder acceptance, and you're going to continue in this toxic pattern that is going to break you down and is going to hurt you even more, because you're not understanding that this is only a life lesson and there's so much more for you to live for. Trust me, there's so much more for you to live for. And this person, screw them. They don't deserve someone like you. They don't. You deserve someone who loves you. You deserve someone who cares for you. You deserve someone who treats you with the utmost respect. And when this person comes, trust me, you're going to feel like you are in heaven. And you're not even going to be thinking about the other person. I can guarantee it. That being said, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and I'll see you guys on the next one.